Clyde, one question for you. You've gone on record saying Wilt has the best case for GOAT. Why is that?
Because without Wilt Chamberlain, it might not be in the NBA. Wilt Chamberlain was the only guy people knew, man. I'm talking in 1970, we used to fly commercial. You go through an airport, they go, are you the Globetrotters or Wilt Chamberlain? That's the only people they knew. We were the Knicks. Nobody knows that, man. So without Wilt Chamberlain, man, and Bill Russell, there wouldn't be an NBA today, I don't think. There'd be no Jordan or Frazier or anybody. So he was the guy who brought people to the stands and promoted the game, you know. So, and then you look at his records, they're hilarious, man. Come on. Nobody come close to this. They go, Michael Jordan has done this so many times. Other than Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt has done it 50 times. Whatever the record you have, this man is obliterated
50 and
it,
25.
Man. Yeah, right. 100 points in one game. Come on, man. Block shots.
Do you what are your thoughts when people say the 100-point game isn't real?
No, it's real.
I agree with you. I think it's real, but I've seen it all the time that people are like, there's no film, there's no this, no that. Like the 100-point game is a fluke.
No, it was real. Just, you know, in those days, they didn't cover the games like they do now. Mm-hmm. You saw he just had a little 100 paper holding up like that. It wasn't all the hoopla that we have today. So, I mean, the guy he's the only Superman to ever play the game. Man. Come on, man. Average 50 points a game for a whole season. Come on, man.
There's been very short clips of like seeing him running down the court and like how it looked, how like athletic and like how he moved. You know, even obviously those like small sample sizes and like 5-second clips. It looked like he moved so much different than
he was an athlete, man. He was a high jumper, all kind of stuff in track, volleyball. But his weakness was he had to block your shot. He had to to go down to go up. Mm-hmm. So Bill Russell didn't. Bill Russell could stand straight up and block your shot. Mm. You know, that's why he was a better shot blocker than Wilt. Because when you get Wilt, you fake the shot and he goes in the squat, you can get the shot off. Mm. Yeah, but Bill Russell just be standing looking at you. But those two guys, whenever they played, it was always a sellout crowd. They were, when I was growing up, that's why I followed basketball. Wilt Chamberlain, this guy played every minute of every game one season. Mm-hmm. So once a few games went into overtime. So you would know that he averaged more than 48 minutes a game. Come on, man.
Boy, they would have loved Tibbs. They would have loved Tibbs that back then. They killed Tibbs for that now. They would have loved Tibbs and then.
This guy got so many NBA records, man. I'm not demeaning Jordan or any of the other guys, man, but this guy, like to me, football is Jim Brown. I saw Jim Brown play, man. Nobody was like that, man. Guys were afraid to tackle him, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was so dominant. Baseball, it should have been Hank Aaron, but he didn't play in New York. He didn't get the exposure. So they still talk about Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle. Willie Mays is there too. Willie Mays was a phenomenal player, but none of these guys did what Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain changed the lane. George Mike, and the lane used to be 3 feet. They moved to 6. Right, George Mikan used to post inside. That's why they call it the keyhole, because it comes like the old-fashioned keyhole. Mm-hmm. And then Wilt Chamberlain, they moved it to 8 to try to deny him. That's why it is where it is now, because of Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, wow. Man. Yeah. Okay, goaltending. Used to shoot the ball, Wilt Chamberlain just jump up and grab it out of the air.
They added the goaltending rule because of
Right. Or they just throw the ball up to the basket and he just funnel it into the basket, man, like that. That's why they changed that, the goaltending rule, man. So all these different rules because of this guy, man.
Damn. Will might be my GOAT now.
Yeah, look it up.
And we're not even talking about his off-court numbers.
No. Yeah.
His off-court numbers apparently are legendary.
I'm just saying.
They're allegedly legendary.
That's why he's the only Superman to play the game, man. He could do all of that and still go out and get 40, 50 points, 60 points.
Just saying.
I guess I'm the mature one here today, for once. Yeah. Usually it's not me.
I love catching.
I didn't say anything. I just said.
You agreed.
I said allegedly they're legendary.
Clyde agreed too. Everyone agreed.
And
They all laughed.
my greatest team is the 67, 68 Sixers. Wilt
That's your greatest team
Chamberlain,
of all time?
Wally Jones, Hal Greer, Billy Cunningham. Yeah, those guys were the greatest team I ever saw. They kick your butt and still win, man. They were so physical.
That's your greatest team ever.
Yeah.
I feel like you got something to say. 'Cause
No, I don't have anything
what
to
you
say.
gotta
You wanted
say.
him to double down on it.
No,
so-
no. I was saying, was it his favorite team or his greatest team? I was just clarifying. Don't look at me like that. I had nothing to say. A man can have his own opinion.
You have a greatest team? Who do you think is the greatest team?
Who is my greatest team? There's a lot of teams you could choose from. Obviously, this era, people would say the Warriors. But, like, I don't know. Something about that three-peat Lakers. And also,
But
obviously,
that's 3 different teams, technically.
well, I said you could say any Warriors team. So that can be any Warriors team right here.
No, obviously, I mean,
You're pissing me off today.
come on. I'm just saying, we want you to be specific.
If I had to choose, I would pick 16, 17 Warriors or 17 and 18 Warriors. Whichever one you want to
72
choose.
win team?
No, the 73 win team. And they lost, so they lost that year, so it doesn't count. 72 win Bulls or the 01 Lakers. For me,
What about what's your best team post 1990?
I would go with Jordan and those guys, yeah.
I don't know how you
Grant, Pippen.
can't, like,
You can't argue
it's
it.
like you can't go into the game like, we got a chance today. Like, no.
When
Do
they-
you
they got 5 losses in 60 games.
You have 5 losses in, bro, no.